Hello. My name is Harrison Mayuku and you are welcome to Story World. Here is a true life story. Amos was born into a modest family in a small village. Parents, hard-working farmers, had always instilled in him the value of education and perseverance. Amos excelled in school, showing a natural aptitude for mathematics and problem-solving. By the time he graduated from university with a degree in finance, he had developed a keen interest in the world of forex trading. Determined to make a better life for himself and his family, Amos moved to a bustling city in a foreign land. The city, a global financial hub, was teeming with opportunities but also rife with challenges for someone like Amos, who was far from home and unfamiliar with the local customs and regulations. However, his unwavering determination and sharp intellect helped him quickly adapt and thrive in this new environment. Amos found work at a reputable forex trading firm, where his skills soon caught the attention of his colleagues and superiors. He quickly rose through the ranks, earning a substantial income and building a promising career. Despite his success, Amos remained humble and focused on his ultimate goal, to provide a better future for his family back in his home country. In the midst of his busy life, Amos met Sophia at a networking event hosted by his company. Sophia was a strikingly beautiful woman with an air of sophistication and charm that captivated Amos from the moment they met. She was a native of the country, well versed in its culture and social dynamics. Sophia worked as a marketing executive for a prestigious firm, and her wit and intelligence matched her stunning appearance. Their connection was instant, and they soon began dating. Sophia introduced Amos to the local culture, helping him navigate the complexities of living in a foreign land. Amos, in turn, shared stories of his homeland, and their bond deepened as they learned more about each other's backgrounds and aspiration. As their relationship grew, Amos felt he had found not only a partner but a confidant and an easy friend. They supported each other in their careers, celebrated each other's successes, and dreamed of a future together. When Amos proposed to Sophia, she accepted with joy, and they began planning their wedding. Amos's career continued to flourish, and he amassed significant savings through his trading activities. However, being a foreigner, he faced difficulties in managing his finances and transferring money back home. Sophia suggested that he use her bank account to save his earnings, assuring him that it would be easier and safer given her status as a native citizen. Trusting Sophia implicitly, Amos agreed. He transferred his savings into her account, believing that their love and commitment made such an arrangement perfectly safe. Little did he know that this decision would set in motion a chain of events that would lead to his downfall. Unbeknownst to Amos, Sophia had been struggling with mounting debts and personal issues. Her brother, Mark, a cunning and manipulative man, saw an opportunity in Amos's trust. Mark had always been envious of Amos's success and harbored a deep resentment towards him. When Sophia confided in Mark about the money Amos had entrusted to her, he devised a plan to seize the funds and eliminate Amos from their lives. Sophia, torn between her love for Amos and her loyalty to her brother, found herself trapped in a web of deceit. Mark's influence over her was strong, and he convinced her that their financial troubles could be solved if they took drastic action. Desperate and afraid, Sophia agreed to the plan, hoping that it would free her from her burdens and secure a future for her and Mark. Mark meticulously planned the murder, ensuring that there would be no evidence linking them to the crime. He arranged for Amos to be lured to a remote location under the guise of a romantic getaway. Sophia played her part convincingly, hiding her fear and guilt as she led Amos to his doom. On the fateful night, as Amos and Sophia strolled hand-in-hand through a secluded park, Mark ambushed them. He attacked Amos with a knife, and despite Amos's efforts to defend himself, the assault was brutal and swift. As Amos lay dying, his eyes locked with Sophia's, filled with confusion and betrayal. Sophia, unable to bear the sight, turned rode away as Mark delivered the final blow. They disposed of Amos's body in a nearby forest, confident that it would never be found. With Amos out of the picture, they transferred his savings to an offshore account and continued with their lives, believing they had escaped justice. In the weeks following Amos's disappearance, Sophia and Mark maintained a facade of normalcy. They told Amos's colleagues and acquaintances that he had returned to his home country for personal reasons, a story that was accepted without much suspicion. However, the weight of their crime began to take a toll on Sophia. Nightmares plagued her sleep, and she found herself increasingly paranoid and anxious. Mark, on the other hand, remained unrepentant and focused on enjoying their newfound wealth. He indulged in extravagant purchases and lavish parties, reveling in the life of luxury that Amos's money had afforded him. He dismissed Sophia's growing unease, attributing it to mere guilt that would eventually pass. But Sophia's guilt did not pass. The image of Rode Amos's dying eyes haunted her, and she began to see his face everywhere she went. The once comforting presence of her home became a prison of fear and regret. Desperate for solace, she sought help from a local priest, Father Thomas, hoping that confession and penance would ease her torment. Father Thomas listened to Sophia's confession road with a grave expression. He advised her to seek forgiveness through sincere repentance and to make amends for her sins. However, Sophia was unwilling to expose the full extent of her crime, fearing the consequences. She continued to struggle with her conscience, trapped between her desire for redemption and her fear of retribution. As the weeks turned into months, the strange occurrences began. It started with minor incidents, lights flickering, cold drafts, and objects moving inexplicably. Sophia tried to rationalize these events, but they grew increasingly frequent and disturbing. One night, she awoke to find Amos standing at the foot of her bed, his eyes filled with sorrow and accusation. She screamed, and Amos vanished before Mark could come to her aid. Mark dismissed her claims as mere hallucinations brought on by stress. However, the hauntings became more intense. Amos's ghost appeared in their nightmares, whispering of their betrayal and promising revenge. Sophia's mental state deteriorated rapidly, and even Mark began to feel the weight of Amos's vengeful spirit. The hauntings reached their peak one stormy night. Amos's ghost manifested with a force that shook the very foundations of their home. Doors slammed shut, windows shattered, and a chilling wind howled through the rooms. Mark, terrified and desperate, urged Sophia to confess and seek forgiveness, but it was too late. Amos's ghost cornered them, his presence overwhelming and filled with an unearthly rage. With a voice that echoed with pain and fury, he revealed the details of their crime, leaving no doubt about their guilt. In a final act of retribution, Amos's spirit exacted his revenge. Mark, driven mad with fear, fled the house, only to meet a tragic end in a car accident. Sophia, left alone, was consumed by her guilt and the relentless hauntings. She could no longer distinguish reality from her nightmares. Eventually, she succumbed to her torment, living the rest of her days in a state of madness and despair. With his vengeance complete, Amos's spirit found peace. His presence faded, leaving Sophia to face the consequences of her actions. The authorities eventually discovered the truth about Amos's disappearance and the crimes committed by Sophia and Mark. Amos's story became a cautionary tale in the city, a reminder of the consequences of betrayal and greed. Amos's family back home received the news of his tragic fate. Though heartbroken, they found solace in knowing that his spirit had found justice. They honored his memory, keeping his dreams and legacy alive. In the years that followed, Amos's story became a legend in the city. It served as a powerful reminder of the enduring bond between love and justice, transcending even death itself. Those who heard the tale were reminded of the importance of trust, integrity, and the inevitability of retribution for those who betrayed them. Amos's life, though cut short, left an indelible mark on those who knew him. His story inspired others to pursue their dreams with honesty and determination, and to value the true essence of love and loyalty. In the end, Amos's spirit found peace, and his legacy lived on as a testament to the power of justice and the unbreakable bond between the living and the dead. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.